And I'll talk about Bernie Sanders' new plan to save journalism by going after corporate media. Here he is in his own words. In his op-ed, he writes, after decades of consolidation and deregulation, just a small handful of companies control almost everything you watch, read, and download. Given that reality, we should not want even more of the free press to be put under the control of a handful of corporations and benevolent billionaires who can use their media empires to punish their critics and shield themselves from scrutiny. So Bernie Sanders wants to save the free press.
Well, I'm very impressed that any presidential candidate has that as a goal. But in that, what you just read about benevolent billionaires, he went on to say they are using their corporate empires to punish their critics, with a couple of possible exceptions. He doesn't have any evidence of that. In fact, the rich guys who have bought the Washington Post, the Boston Globe, the LA Times are revitalizing those papers. This reads to me like an anti-corporate screed. He doesn't like big media mergers. He thinks they should disclose whether there'll be layoffs. There are always layoffs.
And that is something that works for him.
Yeah, sure. He wants to boost the role of unions, and he goes after the tech companies, Google and Facebook, saying they are cannibalizing the news organizations. Now, that much is true, but I don't see how the government stops that, because every news organization wants to promote its stuff in places like Facebook. So I think what's really going on here, Sandra, is that Bernie Sanders is not happy with his coverage, particularly from the Washington Post, owned by Jeff Bezos, and he has made charges about that. So that this, I think, is the backstory to why he suddenly has issued this manifesto.
And his way of taking them on.
Yeah.
Howie Kurtz, great to see you here.